Support WrestleTalk!
Click the thumbs up. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis. The Cody Rhodes and Young Bucks run wrestling show All In set records earlier this year when it sold out all 10,145 of its tickets in just 29 minutes and 36 seconds, making it the first non-WWE wrestling show to sell over 10,000 seats in North America for the first time in the almost 2 decades since WCW folded, which isn't just great news for diversity in the wrestling business. It's likely also pleased WWE and Vince McMahon, because they're all about not killing the competition and letting the global wrestling scene thrive. Sarcasm. But according to Chris Jericho on his Talk is Jericho podcast interview with Cody and the Bucks, that's actually totally how he kind of reacted. I told Vince about All In 4 or 5 months ago. We were just discussing it, shooting the breeze, and I go, yeah, the show is in September in Chicago. Vince is like, I wish they would have called me. September is the worst time of the year to promote. It's terrible. They should have called me. Hey, hi, yeah, Vince, just wanted to spitball some ideas about how to best promote my upcoming giant independent wrestling show. And, okay, yep, I'll take some notes. Change name to All In a Mania. Book members of your family as its top stars, got it? And anyone the crowd organically cheers for, present them as a bad guy, and vice versa. Interestingly, on the StarCast phone conference, which you should order your Fight Weekend Pass tickets for by clicking the link below, Cody discussed how he's approached booking All In, and how some promotions, cough, WWE, cough, are stuck in the past. The approach and the attitude of a booker, promoter, performer, competitor, however you want to put it, towards the audience is still a bit gripped in the concrete of old. A little bit. There was this whole thought process of we know what they want more than they know what they want. But what I've learned, especially since I paired up and hooked myself up to the Bullet Club, which has been so beneficial to me, what I've learned is that you cannot force anything on the fans. This is the era of absolute gag reflex. They will push it back. It's a whole different ball game, and it's made me much more open-minded. So open-minded, in fact, that when Cody was asked on Twitter if he could book anyone in WWE besides his real-life brother Goldust for All In, he replied, Zack Ryder. I know he doesn't fit the indie model exactly, but at one point that dude was getting his name chanted in Madison Square Garden while The Rock, the Great One, was in the ring. I think he works too hard to be just a super jacked dude in the background. While Zack would be a big surprise, the biggest All-In appearance would be from Chicago's own CM Punk. But Punk's now not the only one in his house rumored for a wrestling return, because according to Slice Wrestling, WWE have reached out to his real-life wife AJ Lee for an Evolution comeback. AJ Lee has been contacted by WWE in regards to an in-ring return. Vince McMahon personally sent message that she would be welcomed back in the WWE universe for the Evolution pay-per-view or a later date of her choosing. WWE made it clear the door is open, and you know it's serious when every word in a tweet starts with a capital letter. Joe Pasiche also claimed on Barn Burner's No Holds Barred podcast that WWE is closing in on a deal with AJ Lee, and the Ring reports say that WWE.com included her on their website poll asking, which former superstar would you like to see return to the ring at WWE Evolution? Because they were confident she would win, and the company actually contacted her a few months ago too, which she did win with a whopping 69% of the vote. 69. Whether Lee is interested in coming back, however, is another matter. She retired from wrestling in April 2015 because of a spine injury, and that she felt caught in the middle in the bitter feud between WWE and her husband, CM Punk. And with that feud only deepening after Punk's court trial with WWE Dr. Chris Amann earlier this year, her coming back for Evolution would be a shocking development. CM Punk return confirmed! The Young Bucks just got some funky new theme music. Click the WrestleTalk.com link on screen now for your new favourite song. And support WrestleTalk on Patreon to make weekly NXT reviews happen. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.